And welcome back to Primetime Local News. Once again, joined in studio by the trio of fifth years from the Lakeland Rustlers women's volleyball team, Ray Sigurdson, Annika Koos, Shelby Becker, about to play their final regular season matches this weekend at the Lakeland College Gymnasium first, obviously, in Edmonton. Now, we talked in the last hour just briefly about how you guys got started here, and you really took a couple of years to build as a team on the court and off the court. In Grand Prairie, the final weekend of your championship season in 2017, what was it about that weekend that everything clicked as a trio for you guys and as a team? Don't everyone say speak up at once.
I mean, I think that a lot of the stuff with culture and playing as a team, like, it doesn't happen overnight, and that was kind of the focus going into that year, was sort of figuring out our identity and like kind of figuring out the type of team that we wanted to be and how we were going to win. I don't want to say we had issues that year, but we definitely had some like team things that kind of
they're smiling, so
team things that tested us, and I think in the end it really brought us closer together.
So that's in some interpersonal dynamic of the team. Did that take kind of hashing out? If you say there wasn't issues, but did that take hashing out people's point of view and maybe being able to swallow some pride individually, things like that? I guess, Shelby, you're looking at me, so I'm going to throw it to you specifically.
Yeah, we had some issues with our team, and like in that year, that was kind of our first year where we had to take like big leadership roles, and so I think we were struggling with that, trying to work through that. And then we had younger players, and we had Chelsea Steinley that year too, so she was kind of the old one that telling us like maybe we need to work through this, because I think that'll help and it'll show up on the court too. So yeah, we did have to deal with those issues, and then after that it was like amazing. Obviously we won, so yeah.
Yeah, quite the magical run, obviously winning at home for the conference championship and then beating a previously unbeaten team in the semifinals on the way to a national championship out in BC. Now, you then had another great season last year, though it didn't have quite as good an ending as you were hoping for. Still medaled, obviously, at the national championship. What's been the most fun part of the last 2 and now 3 seasons? Being able to play together and be friends and have so much chemistry when you get into a match.
Well, I think for me, being a setter, the best part about it is being able to have confidence in my hitters. Especially having 2 fifth-years on the left side. You know, like, kind of when we're in trouble, I've always been able to bail out to them. But even now that our team's getting older and people have stuck around, I can have confidence in all of my hitters no matter what. So it's kind of like more of a relaxed feeling on the court as opposed to like a panicky feeling.
And that probably makes it somewhat easier for hitters, and we'll leave it to you, Annika, just being able to kind of know what your setter will do in certain situations.
Yeah, for sure. Like, having that connection with your setter makes it so much easier, because you know the ball's going to get there, and then your teammate is going to be there if you mess up, but usually she doesn't mess up. So.
That's a good thing to have in your starting setter for sure. Now, we just have a little bit of time left, but really quickly, you're playing in your final games this Saturday. Obviously, family are going to be there. As we run out of time here, if we'll go maybe from the end, Shelby, through Ray, what, if you have just a few seconds, say, like, what's the thing you've thought about heading into this match that's kind of dominated? Like, what's your thought that kind of sums things up for you?
Well, I think I'm going to be very emotional that week, but I'm really excited to just have fun and play with the girls at home one last time, because it's my favorite place to play. So yeah, I just really want to enjoy it.
Yeah, just playing with the team and enjoying that last game, because we're not going to be able to play there again in that type of situation. So
yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it a lot this season. It's pretty crazy to think that it's actually happening, but yeah, biggest thing is just going out there, and I get to enjoy it with these two and the rest of our team. So.
And I'm sure all the fans will enjoy seeing you one last time. And then, of course, next week, there's a chance to watch them in action at the ACAC Conference Championship in Calgary, where they will certainly be one of the contenders to go back to the national championship again. Thanks for coming in, ladies. And thank you, folks. We'll have more on Primetime Local News.